So, I'm working on my bear. And I sewed on the snout and put on the eyes. And I already can tell that I don't like it. I don't know what to do. I already put on the backs of the eyes. It's already in there. I sewed this up, knotted it up, everything. Well, I guess tomorrow when I show it to you, you'll see what I did. Bye. Hi everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do love showing off my mix, and I'm so glad you come to see it. You can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I am on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, and Etsy. Yes, those are the ones. They're all linked down below. So what have I been up to? Now, I have changed the way I record. I used to work up my whatever, and then when I got a chance, made a long video where I showed off everything I made in that week, and sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. But now I'm doing a daily little snippet of what I've been working on, not always front-facing. This is front-facing where you can see my face. Not always front-facing. In fact, a lot of time not front-facing. But I show you a little bit of what I've been working on. And so that's what I'm going to do. The last video I filmed was yesterday, which is already up because it was part of last week's videos. So now I'm doing this week's videos. So here I am with my amigurumi. I'm making Juno the bear from Amalu Designs, and look at the big belly. Here he is so far. I did change the face. I probably already put a snippet where I showed you how it turned out and the fact that I didn't like it. Well, I made the face. I've already made the arms and I showed it to you last week, so I'm not going to bother showing it to you now. But I've also made the ears, and I have started on the legs. So I have one halfway, a little bit more than halfway done, and I have to make another one too. So this is what my progress on the bear. I have also worked on the blanket. I haven't showed it to you in a few days because I didn't work on it in a few days. But here it is. This is the latest Crochet Memories blanket. I love, love, love making these blankets because not only do I love the C2C stitch, I like that this one doesn't require any extra yarns to join it. I like this pattern because I'm using up what I call working yarn. Now, working yarn is basically yarn that I already have, that I've already used. I don't call it scraps because I can start an amigurumi with it. But those yarns, they pile up fast, and I'm not making amigurumi like I used to. I used to always make amigurumi, but now as my kids are getting older and having no place for the no home for the amigurumi, I kind of make less of it than I used to. So I don't start as many amigurumis as I used to, and so this yarn is piling up. So I like using my working yarn like this. I make a beautiful blanket, which I really think, I like all of them. They're all unique because there's all these different colors, and I do think hard, although I don't think I thought hard enough with these two. I do think hard about which colors should be next to each other and trying to make sure that colors don't repeat in the same row. Like, for example, now that I put this there, I'm going to do my best not to put it anywhere else on this row. And obviously it's not on this row. And I enjoyed that process too. And I like the fact that I don't have to, I'm not making a bunch of squares and then I have to join it later. I really, really do enjoy this pattern. This is a pattern by Cozy Cottage Crochet, which is Hannah. And there is a Ravelry pattern for $1. I did buy it. But she also has a tutorial on YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to link the tutorial. I think I will link the Ravelry page. But it's there, and you could see more. You could just use that to make it Cozy Cottage Crochet. So I worked on those squares. Did I say which squares I worked on? I worked on this, and this square today. I don't think I worked on it yesterday. Oh, no, I did. A little bit. That's when I was sleepy and thought, oh, this yellow-orange color would go good next to this yellow. I don't think it does. But you know what? It's done. I'm not going to go back and undo it. So there it is. That's my Crochet Memories blanket, and those are the two projects that I have been working on today and last night. I mean, I'm planning to try to finish at least this leg today. We'll see. It's around 10:19 right now, and I'm not sure how long I'll stay up because I am tired. The last thing I wanted to show you is that I did buy some yarn from Harshners, which you should have already seen me unboxing, and it arrived today. And why did I buy them? Because the mystery mill ends are back, so I wanted to buy those. So this is one of them. I got lucky. They were all cotton. I was a little afraid that I would get wool. I'm allergic to wool, which is why I don't want wool. But at the same time, this price is so good. So good. These cakes, they're not cheap. And 2 for 15 bucks, such a good price. So it says it's a 3-weight, but it looks the exact same as the 2 weights that I usually use for shawls. Here's the information right there. So my understanding, mill ends are not necessarily bad yarn. It's just, and they aren't. Like, I've made projects with mill ends before and they've turned out, they're great. But here they are, 2 of these. I love this color, and I love this color too. I like this one a little bit more, but this one is gorgeous too. So I ordered 2 of these. I got lucky. I got cakes that are cotton for both of them. And this is the other one. Same information, but oh my gosh, look at this color. I do like the brown one, but look at this color. This is so pretty. I don't know when I'm going to work it up, but it's going to be so nice. It's going to be so nice. I really like it. So I bought those 2, but I also bought the solid color packets. Now, I am not disappointed in the colors I got, but I am a little disappointed because I was hoping for all the colors to be the same in the 4 packs. I know that I'm not necessarily going to get, like, I got 2 packets. I knew they were going to be possibly different colors, but I was hoping the 4 in the packet would be the same colors. They're not. This is my orange one. This is the information. Sport weight cotton cake mill ends, 55 cotton, 45 acrylic. It's approximately 900 grams per cake, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty good for this price. Yes, it's pretty good. Machine wash dry flat. It's sport weight, and that's the information. And this is the colors I got. I love all the colors. Don't get me wrong; they're all beautiful, or they're both beautiful colors. I just hoping this one and this one would be the same, because now I'm like, what am I gonna do with this one? Well, I'll have to figure it out, and I always do eventually, right? And this is the second one. Those ones, at least 3 of them were the same colors. This one are all different colors. I have this beautiful pink. It's a bright pink, like a rose pink. This brown that's very, very nice. Red. Can you see the red? I don't want to open it right now because I'm not going to use it right now. So I don't want to open it right now. And this is the black. So this is the second one I got. And I am very satisfied with all my yarn. I just wish I got all 4 of them one color. But it's okay. I'll figure out what to do with it. Anyways, this is becoming a long video, or a long snippet. And it's only the first day. Hopefully I won't make too long a video. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. thought I'd show you this one last time before I frog it. It's beautiful. I will be making it. I just won't be making it with the base. I'm going to frog it because I did not think like the way I thought it would work down in the round is not working. So it will be frogged, and I'll start it off as more of a tote bag. You know, the ones where I make it in a straight. I go straight and then seam up the sides. That's how this one is going to be, because the way I worked it out that it'll work to work it in a round is not working in the next row. Like, it's just not. So this is how much I had gotten done. I am now going to frog it. I'll find a different pattern for the base, but I will continue this. I will still be making this, just not with the base. Anyways, I'll talk to you more in a bit or later at the end of the day. So I wanted to show you what I have done today and last night after I filmed. And that is, I finished the crochet part of this bear. I just need to sew it together. The only thing I did this morning was the tail. I finished everything else last night. And I just need to sew it up. And I didn't feel like sewing it up, so I haven't done it yet. But that is my bear. And I'll show it to you done soon. I just don't know how soon, but soon. The second thing I want to show you is a dragon scale drawstring bag. Here it is, the drawstring bag. My son already filled it up. He asked for this a few years ago when he first got his first set of Uno cards. He ripped the box while he was opening it. He just didn't know how to finagle it to open it properly, and the box ripped. So I made him one of these bags, and I said, hey, you could keep your Uno cards in here. So now he got a new set of Uno cards. This is, what was it called? Have No Mercy or something like that. Some sort of extreme Uno game. What's it called? Yeah. It's Uno, Show Him No Mercy. And he got this, and he's like, the box did not rip this time, by the way. It's perfectly fine, the box. He was able to open it because now he's 10. He's not like 6 anymore. He was able to open it without ripping it, but he still likes having it in one of these bags. So he asked me to make one, and I told him, okay, go choose a yarn. And he chose this yarn, which is I Love This Yarn in print. And it's print, yeah, in print. And the color name is Moody Mosaic. So he chose this color. I worked it up. Mostly, not all of it, but a lot of it I worked up when I was waiting for my daughter who got her haircut today. I was waiting for her to finish her haircut. But here it is done, FO. The next thing I want to show you is this. I did show earlier today when I decided to frog I was working on it with the base, and I decided to frog it because as I was working it up and I came up to these rows, like I had watched the video, thought of how to, how to make this into working in the round. Like I thought about it and I had an idea, and for this part right here my idea worked, but when I got to this part it didn't. And so I mean, I could have figured it out eventually, because right now my there's ideas in my head on how to fix it already in my head. I have ideas on how I could have done it so that it worked. But at that moment, I was kind of fed up, and it's hard to work with the base anyways. And so I just frogged it. And I'm okay with that. I'm not regretting it in any way. But I really did want to try out this stitch. This is a Bag-O-Day. She made a blanket out of it. I'm making a bag. What I'm going to do is just work a long rectangle and then fold it in half, seam the sides. I'll probably put a border type or add some stuff on this side and make handles, and it'll be like a tote bag. I want to line it. I would love to say that I will line it, and I will try my best to line it. But my friends, I have a bag that I made last year, and I cut up the lining and everything, and it's still waiting to be sewn together. So I am not promising anything. I do want to line it though. We'll see what happens. But here we are. This is looking really pretty. Really, really, really pretty. I'm happy that I'm making it. I do wish it worked with the base, but I'll find another pattern. I have 3 bases, and I'll find a pattern and I will make them all. But here's what I have right now. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to show you my progress. I have been working on this bag. As I showed you yesterday. I'm not going to show you too much, but this is where I was yesterday, and this is how much I've worked up since. So I did go to work today. As expected, it's not as much work on it as on the weekends, but here it is. I thought I'd show it to you, and I couldn't resist. I needed to start a new project now. My kids have requested characters from a video game. I don't have the right colored yarn, apparently. I'm like, can we make do with this color? And the answer was no. So I went on to Premiere and got some more yarn. We'll see what happens. I have to make it up myself, too. So obviously I'm not starting that because I don't have the yarn. So instead I started a shawl. This is the Scent of a Rose shawl. I am finishing up this ball of yarn. Dahlia Halloween. Where's the colorway? In the color 2. I had actually used that. I made another shawl. It was green inside. I don't have it anymore. I never took a picture of it, so I can't show it to you. But I made it when I was in Florida, or I started it when I was in Florida. And it needed more yarn than the cake had, which was a Dahlia Halloween too. And the colors of this one and that one were very similar, so I decided to use some of this. So I used it until the color that I needed, not the color, the pattern finished, and I have this much left over. So I am going to make this Scent of a Rose with this one, and I also have another cake where I used a little bit of it for another shawl, to finish another shawl. So I'm going to put both of them together and just make it. My plan right now, unless I get bored of the shawl, is to make it big, huge shawl. I chose a pattern that takes some yarn. Not exactly a yarn eater, but it is puff stitches, so it's going to take a lot of yarn. So I'm hoping to be able to use up both of those, whatever's left over of those balls of yarn in this shawl. This is a Scent of a Rose shawl. I don't know if I made it before. I know I bookmarked it. I don't remember if I made it before, but if I did, it was tiny because I only used one ball of yarn. So that's what I worked on today. It is Monday. I went to work today. My mother-in-law came back. I never told you the story. My mother-in-law needs care, and right now, until now, it has been my father-in-law who's been taking care of her. But right now he's ill too, so she's staying with us for a little bit. She did go home to Hartford, which is where she lives, when her other son came over, and now she's back. And she'll be here for I don't know how long. Oh! You made my projects bump. Yeah, again. Anyways, I'll talk to you more tomorrow. Bye. Hello, everybody. I thought I'd do the update right now. So I thought I'd show you how much I got done. So this is how long it is. It will make a perfectly respectable size of a purse right now, but I do want it to be tote bag size, so I'm going to continue. Last time you saw, I was right here, and this is what I've worked up since last night and today. I think it is so pretty. I really, really think it's so pretty. I hope I'm not moving the camera too fast. It is really pretty, and I think it'll make a great bag, and I kind of want to see it, the bag, finished. So I am still working on it. I'm hoping to line this one, I think I told you. But yeah, this is where I am. So now let's move on to the next project. The next project is this one. I think it's called Scent of a Rose. It's a Bag-O-Day pattern. And this is how much I've done since you last saw. It's not quite as much as it looks like because the rows are still small. But I am enjoying it. This is the only bit of color this will have because I'm using this skein of yarn, which had purples, but I used up most of the purples. So it's going to have just whatever's left over, which isn't much. And then it's going to go into the grays. And then after that, I will be using this skein of yarn. This one I got from Hirschner's a few years ago. I used up. It went from this color all the way to a black. I used up the black and some of the gray. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to pull from the outside for this one. And after this gray, we're going to move on to this gray, which is a little darker, but whatever. And it'll end in the white. And I am going to finish both of these skeins of yarn. I think it's going to be a really pretty shawl. It's just going to have a hint. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it'll have more than a hint because the shorter rows do look bigger in the finished thing because the yarn goes further. So maybe it's not going to be a hint, but this is what I have so far. I am enjoying making the shawl. I have not worked on the blanket at all since I last showed it to you, so I'm not showing it to you. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello everybody, we've come to the end of my vlogging week and I'm going to show you what I did right now. I worked exclusively on this shawl since I last showed you everything. This is the only project I work on. I forget what it is called. It's something roses. It's a Bag-O-Day, I'm sorry about the background noise. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a Bag-O-Day pattern, and the last time I filmed, I was here, which is last night, and since then I've done this much. Did I do all this today? I don't think so. I did some of it, most of it today, but I did some of it last night. Yeah, so that's the end of my week. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.